Okay, good. Okay.
You guys ready?
Here we go. Okay, so about a half an hour ago, a 15-year-old male juvenile was arraigned in the youth part of criminal court. Technically, it was over in family court, but I mean, it's not a family court matter. It'll remain in the adult criminal court system, but in the designated youth part of the court. And it is the reason why I don't need to make a motion to keep it, that I automatically can keep it, is because there's a special provision in the penal law that if a 15-year-old or even a 14-year-old brings a loaded gun into a school, that it is automatically charged as an adult offense. And so this will remain in my office and in my jurisdiction, and I assure you it'll be prosecuted to the fullest extent. I view these matters very seriously. There is nothing more important to me than the safety of our school children here in Erie County and in the city of Buffalo. And as such, even though this young kid is 15 years old, he is going to be dealt with under my jurisdiction. And I am not a good parent to have in this case when it comes to this type of matter for this young man. And so he was arraigned on one count of criminal possession in the second degree. That is a Class C violent felony. And again, it was loaded, allegedly, in a school during school hours. I want to commend not only the officials at Bennett High School, but the school resource officers and the Buffalo Police Department for getting on the scene quickly and getting this matter resolved quickly. And I use the word resolve in the sense that the gun was located in a backpack of another student and retrieved and held in a safe place. And then, based upon the great investigative work from talking to the students, it was then determined who actually brought the gun in the school. This young kid was allegedly showing it to other people in the school. He was allegedly showing it to other people for 2 days in a row. He brought it in not only today, but yesterday as well. And then one of the students saw it being kind of shown around today and did the right thing and told the school official. And that's how it came to everyone's attention. So the other juvenile whose backpack it was found in says that they don't know, that they didn't know it was a gun, that they knew that this person put something in their backpack, but they never definitively knew it was a gun. I can't prove that in a court of law beyond a reasonable doubt, and so that juvenile is off the hook for now unless I get more information. I'm not sure I necessarily believe the story, but again, whether I believe it or not is one thing. Whether or not I can prove it in a court of law is another thing. So that juvenile is off the hook, but there is one juvenile who brought the gun to the school who is not off the hook and is going to, like I said, deal with some pretty severe consequences here. I will also add that I am not happy with the security at Bennett High School. This 15-year-old kid apparently came to school late this morning. And apparently anyone at Bennett High School who comes in late is automatically supposed to be wanded for weapons. And apparently the wanding did not take place. We, the parents of every kid at Bennett High School, the city of Buffalo, and me, the DA, want to know why he was not wanted and what happened there. If he was wanted, he would have never got into the school in the first place with a loaded gun. So that's a question the school district needs to ask. And, you know, I hate to be that guy to dime him out on TV, but you know what? I just did. Any questions?
If he has brought the gun to school multiple days in a row, what is his intent? Was he just trying to be cool?
Yeah. I mean, I have no reason to believe that he was going to do anything with the gun other than be cool and show it around and, hey, look what I got, you know. But, you know, show and tell is not for guns, okay? You know, show and tell is for an autographed Josh Allen football, all right? Show and tell is for, check out these cool sneakers I got for Christmas, all right? That's show and tell. That's what you show your buddies in high school. Show and tell is not for a loaded gun. And therefore, I am not treating this as show and tell. And again, I've had 5 15-year-olds, okay? They're not 15 anymore, but, they've come and gone from the age of 15. And I understand 15-year-olds, believe me. But you know what? I mean, I need to send a message, okay? We got too many of these instances happening across the country. We got too many of these threats coming in the schools. We got Lockport schools closing down. We got schools in the southern tier closing down. I mean, every day we get a different school that's closing down, that gets a threat. I'm hearing the chatter on social media that tomorrow they're going to have a bunch, we're getting intel about a lot of schools being threats being made tomorrow, okay? Well, you know what? Here's a message out there. I know about this stuff, okay? I hear about this stuff, and you know what? If I find out or if I catch you making a threat tomorrow at any schools, well, you know what? That making a threat is a felony as well, okay? And I will keep that case as well. And I am not afraid to throw a kid in jail. Just so you know. I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. I want to throw adults in jail, okay? But I am not afraid to throw a kid in jail's a strong word, in custody, okay? And you know what? Again, do I want to do it? No. But in order to send a message and in order to keep the kids in the city of Buffalo safe, I'll do it.
What can be done to eradicate these types of behaviors?
Accountability, lessons. We're sliding from accountability here, okay? Because there is this narrative out there that's been percolating now for the past couple years with all this criminal justice reform talk and all these measures being taken that, you know what, the system cares more about the defendants and the people who are being arrested than the victims. Now, there weren't technically any victims here today. No one got shot, no one got hurt, but there are victims though. The school was on lockdown. It was shut down. Education was disrupted. Parents were afraid for what was going on with their kids. It was chaos. It was fear, all right? So that fear in someone's heart, in a parent's heart, in a 14-year-old or 15-year-old's heart in school, now we got a victim, okay? We might not have a shooting victim, but we got a victim though, okay? And there are victims here, and the message needs to get out there that we in law enforcement, and maybe I'm not doing enough good enough job about it, okay, that I want to be fair to everyone. I don't want to throw every kid away in prison, okay, and I understand kids' minds are not developed, and I'm a fair person, okay, but you know what? We got to start sending the message, we're going to hold you accountable. We're going to hold you accountable no matter how old you are. I'll vary the punishment depending on your age, and the system will vary the punishment depending on your age, but you're going to be held accountable, and I view the rights of victims more than I view the rights, not constitutional rights, but rights in a general sense, of the defendants. And that message is going to, I may have to do a better job in getting that out there. So I'm starting right now, I guess.
Can you tell us what type of gun it was?
It was a handgun.
Do you think the fact that he's being charged as an adult is a message in and of itself?
Yes, the law allows me to do that. So that sends a message, and you know, the weight of the charge being a Class C violent felony sends a message as well. And again, I mean, gosh, the last thing I want to do is put a mark on a 15-year-old kid with a felony for the rest of his life. You know, that's gonna affect him going to the military, going to get student loans. I mean, I get that. Okay, I don't want to hurt a 15-year-old for the rest of his or her life. But on the other hand, you can't bring a gun into school. I mean, I'm sorry. So, you know, I have to hold, I'm gonna hold him accountable. Simple as that.
Do you have charges pending right now, or what's?
Yeah, oh yeah. He was arrested and arraigned on the criminal possession of weapon charge.
Just one charge?
One charge. Yep, he was arraigned on that charge.
He said he was late to school today.
Yes.
He was supposed to be wanted, but
Yeah.
he had the weapon yesterday.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Was he late yesterday?
No.
So he went through normal, standard screening. What do they do at that point? Do they have metal detectors at Bennett?
They do not have metal detectors. I don't definitively know what the procedures are. I know they have some procedures in place, so to check the students coming in. But you have to check with the school district on what exactly that is. But they have mechanisms in place for security on a normal day, not normal day, but on normal, what do they call when I haven't been in school in 40 years. When you come to school at a normal time. So the normal start of school, they have procedures in place. What they are, I'm not sure.
Now you said that the weapon was loaded, fully loaded.
I don't know how many rounds were in it. I mean, yeah.
He had at least one.
Yeah, oh, yes.
More than one.
I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, well, you know, one's too many. One's enough. So, yeah, all needs one for loaded.
Certainly.
Yep. Good. Okay.
Yeah, real quick, could you talk about the arraignment on Jackson? It was
Nazir Jackson.
Which one was that?
We talked about it Monday. He had a felony hearing today, but it was adjourned till.
Oh yeah, it was adjourned.
So what does that mean?
So is there a new date?
Yep, January 13th at 2 p.m.
So that means it's going to the grand jury?
Well, no. Well. I mean, we feasibly could put it in into a grand jury, but you know, before that date. But we gotta make our mind up on that. Yeah, but we could if we wanted to. And so we'll make that decision. You know, at the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right.
That was the Tonawanda baby death.
Oh yeah, the big. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have a Merry
I've heard
Christmas.
off the record that they have like a random wand policy with Bennett, that they wand every like 4 or 5 kids coming in at normal time.
But you've also heard